Here is your astrological weather update for the next couple of months. I'm super excited to bring this forecast to you guys because I truly feel like there is a major shift about to unfold for all of us. There are a lot of very important planetary alignments happening from May, the end of May into June, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of things kicking off that many of us have been waiting for the entire year. A lot of things that we have been waiting for or trying to make happen are gonna start manifesting in the next couple of weeks. So I'm super excited to share that with you guys. Let's get into it right away. Now, first off, what you see behind me here is my beautiful astrological calendar spreadsheet. I'm sure many of you guys have seen this before, but this is my spreadsheet that tracks all the planetary movements. You can see I've put in the months for May, June, and July. Now, what I want to start out with is by pointing out the North Node, which you see here. The North Node has been in Gemini for this entire year. It actually entered Gemini in May of 2020, and it will continue all the way until early 2022. What you need to know is that the North Node is considered like our North Star. It points to our destiny, our fate, our higher calling, our greater potential, and really what we're trying to achieve. And the North Node has been in Gemini for the last couple of months. So our collective destiny or our collective goal has been around the themes of Gemini. With the North Node in Gemini, we have really been challenged as a collective to think through what it means for something to be considered facts. What is a fact or versus an opinion? What is the truth? What can be considered to be the objective truth? And how can we all agree upon that? Gemini is also the sign that rules communication and education. So this has really been a time when we have been challenged to be much more vocal about what we stand for. What do we believe in? What do we want to speak up about? What are the causes that we want to align to? And how can we be more honest with ourselves and with other people about our truths that we want to speak up about? There have also been a push for us to be more knowledgeable about certain things that we want to learn about. What piques our interest? What fascinates us? What do you want to learn more about? Even if society tells you you shouldn't learn about it, even if your parents tell you shouldn't learn about it, maybe you are interested in astrology or tarot, but other people tell you that's not worth pursuing. This is the time to pursue those things because we are truly learning how to be curious, open-minded, and follow our intellectual interests. That is our collective goal with the North Node in Gemini this year. Now, this North Node energy is personalized for you specifically based on where Gemini falls on your birth chart. So you might want to take a look at your birth chart just to see where Gemini is and take a look at which house Gemini falls for you specifically. So for this example chart, they would have Gemini falling in their 10th house, ruling career and professional success and achievement. So this person might expect to experience fate and destiny when it comes to their career this year. That's what the North Node brings to the house where you have Gemini. That is the area of life where you can expect to experience fated events or destined encounters that are meant to alter your life direction in some way. So take a look at your chart, see where you have Gemini falling for you. If you are a member of my membership program, the Lunar Mission Club, then you definitely know all about this already. I've been talking about it. I've showed you guys how to find Gemini on your charts and how to interpret it. So if you are interested in that, then definitely check out my link in bio. Now, what is really significant about May is the fact that we will have 3 planets starting to enter Gemini. So you can see here that the Sun is entering Gemini at the end of this month. Mercury has also already entered Gemini, and so has Venus. So this is really important to note because as these planets are moving through Gemini, they will start aligning with the North Node, making things happen there. Mercury already aligned with the North Node yesterday on the 10th. Venus will align with the North Node on the 17th, and the Sun will align on the 31st. Now, this to me as an astrologer is significant because these alignments from planets to the North Node, they are unlocking the longer term plans and objectives that the North Node has been setting up in our lives for many, many months. So how I see this is that over the last couple of months, the universe has been setting up certain things in your lives to change for the better. It has been doing a lot of background work, and I almost see it as a chessboard where the universe has been moving around a lot of different chess pieces and getting it all aligned in order to help you change your life for the better. So everything has been set up by the universe, but in May, as the planets start aligning with the North Node in Gemini, that is really what unlocks the changes, and that is what really activates the changes and starts manifesting these things into our physical reality. So again, the universe, the North Node has been setting up something in your life to change for the better in the last couple of months. And that change, I really believe, is going to come in the next month to 2 months to 3 months. Whenever the nodes are involved, that really means that we are entering a time when the universe is really stepping in to take the wheel. The universe is stepping in to take the wheel in our lives and to direct things and make things happen. Make things happen that are meant to fundamentally alter our life direction in some way. So I definitely feel like there is a big shift in store for all of us. And the universe, as it takes the wheel, it is really gonna make this shift happen in any way that it can, and in any way that it really needs to. So for some of us, that might mean some big external change, like a relationship change or a job change or a new opportunity, or just the potential to do something different. But whatever that change looks like, the universe will do what it takes to make that shift. For some of us, this is going to be an external shift where something changes in your environment or with your work or with your relationships. But for others of us, this is going to be much more like an internal shift where something changed inside of you about how you approach yourself or approach other people or how you view things. But whatever this changes, we are all going through it in the next couple of months. Now, these shifts, changes, destined alterations of our life path, fated events, those are going to become much more apparent and obvious and physical, real, as we approach the 2 eclipses coming up. One on the 26th in Sagittarius and another one on June 10th in Gemini. Eclipses always bring new information or secrets coming up to the surface. Things that are hidden are now revealed. So expect to feel and experience and receive a lot of new information, a lot of external changes, a lot of surprises as we approach the eclipses. Now, another thing we have happening is Mercury going retrograde from May 29th until June 22nd. So Mercury starts retrograding right after the first eclipse. This is really going to be a time when we need to take a step back, to take a breath, reflect, and really start understanding and embracing, receiving, integrating all these new changes that the eclipses are bringing our way. This is really a time to deal with all the new information flowing in and to start integrating them into our lives. Maybe we need to integrate them practically by changing our schedule or changing our work ethic, changing our major. Maybe we need to integrate them mentally and emotionally by changing our mindset or our emotions or our moods. Mercury retrograde is really going to bring this beautiful moment of like a pause, a moment of self-reflection, so that we can integrate the changes and figure out how we want to move forward, figure out our next steps. There is also a huge spiritual element to this upcoming time as well, because Jupiter, you see here, will be entering Pisces on May 13th, and it will stay all the way until July 28th. This is really the most important transit of May because Jupiter only changes signs once a year. And when it does, it really sets the tone for society. So the next couple of weeks are going to be a time when we really feel a lot more psychically aware. All the beautiful gifts of Pisces, which is the intuitive, the spiritualist, the healer, the martyr. So we're all going to feel much more psychically aware. We're going to feel our vibrations elevating. We're going to feel much more connected to a higher purpose or to our inner calling. And this is really going to be a time when the veil, the metaphorical veil, thins that much more. And with that point, I want you guys to think about this veil that separates, the physical reality from the other side. I don't want you guys to think about it as this like abstract veil that exists somewhere in the ethers. I've seen someone describe the veil as really something that is internal and within us. It is not this like random metaphorical thing that exists in outer space. The veil is really within all of us, and it is really the shadow or the mask that can prevent us from really connecting spiritually to the other side because of what we were taught in childhood, because of how our parents raised us, because of society, because of organized religion, because of how we were raised to be closed-minded and not curious about what else could be out there beyond the physical reality. That is the veil that keeps us from the other side. So this is really a time when we need to embrace Gemini, the North Node there. Gemini is curious, it is open-minded, it is always willing to ask questions and never take anything as absolute fact until it does all of its own research. So this is a beautiful time to do this own work internally with ourselves so that we can be more open to spiritual cosmic guidance and the supportive energies that are really truly wanting us all to thrive. Jupiter in Pisces is going to be a beautiful time for any type of intuitive, mystical, or spiritual work. So if you've ever wanted to learn more astrology or learn how to read tarot, this is definitely the time because, again, we are much more psychically in tune than ever before. You may also want to dive into some compassionate activities like volunteering at a soup kitchen or working for a nonprofit, doing things that are healing for other people and for yourself as well. This is also going to be an amazing time to start dream journaling and start trying to learn dream interpretations because our dreamland, our subconscious world is going to be very activated by the Pisces energies and also by the eclipses as well. So all in all, we as a collective are in a major period of transition from now until at least July, I would say. I also think June especially is going to be very important because in June we will have Mercury retrograding here, we will have Saturn retrograde, Pluto retrograde, we have Jupiter in Pisces for the entire month, we have eclipses, and June will also see the second alignment of Saturn square Uranus, which if you guys have been following me, you know that is the most important transit alignment of 2021. So June seems to be especially energetically powerful. I definitely feel like right now in the early stages of May still is kind of like this calm before the storm is how I want to put it. Not trying to scare you and thinking that something really bad is going to happen, but this is again this like Taurus, steady, patient time when we are just waiting for the universe to finish moving all the We are waiting for the universe to finish moving all the little chess pieces around the board so that the energy can be fully unlocked and activated as we move more into June. I will say one important message that comes up for me in how we can deal with this is to understand that there is really an adjustment that is required for all of us. All of us needs to make this shift with the universe, and a lot of that is going to mean an internal adjustment for us, changing how we feel about things or how we perceive things or how we deal with other people. I definitely feel like an internal readjustment is going to be one of the best ways to feel like you are just flowing with this energy instead of battling against it. So be ready to do that, especially as we enter Mercury retrograde. So finally, I will end this video by giving just 2 tips on what you can be doing now to prepare for the transition. The first tip that comes to mind is to definitely work on strengthening your inner compass, also known as your inner voice or your higher self. Really strengthen your connection to that voice, to your soul, really, that knows exactly what you were meant to do. And the question that I want you guys to ask yourself is, what am I destined for? What am I here to do? What do I know that I am just meant to do? And that is the whole reason why I am here on Earth. You know, for example, my boyfriend has this job at a university. It's a great job. It pays really well, but he knows that is not his destiny. His destiny, according to him, is to do music. And that is his true passion in life. That is his driving force. And that is what he needs to call in during the next couple of weeks. I do feel like for my boyfriend, the eclipses may bring some change in his job situation or at least some shift in his daily schedule so that he can do more music. At least that's what I'm hoping for him. And so think about how this can apply to your own life as well. what are you destined for? What are you meant to do? And how can the universe help you do more of that in your life? My final tip for you is to work on growing trust with the universe. Growing trust in the master plan or the divine plan, and trusting that you are exactly where you're meant to be right now and that everything is unfolding for your highest good. And with that, I specifically want you to question areas of your life right now where you are trying to force things to happen, where you're trying to force things or make things happen, and it just keeps feeling like you're running into resistance and it's just not working out. You know, for me personally, I feel this with my housing situation where I keep trying to leave and keep running into roadblocks. For one of my good friends, she's having this with an ex where she's trying to maintain the relationship, but the other side is really not having it. So reflect on whether there are any situations in your life where you are trying too hard to make things happen. That might be the area of life where you just need to surrender to the universe for now, where you gotta just kind of let it go and say, okay, universe, it's your turn. You can take the wheel and I will follow your lead, because the universe is really trying to help us find a lot more ease and flow in our lives and to feel like the world is just working out for us and everything is going our way. It is really bringing that to our lives. And the best thing we can do to prepare for that is to really drop these feelings of desperation or force or trying to make things happen. Again, the more that we can cultivate that trust with the universe, have that faith, express gratitude, the easier it will be for the universe to bring these important changes and for us to integrate them into our lives. So I hope this was helpful. Honestly, I'm super excited to see what unfolds in May, and I'm trying to let go and surrender myself. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you all have a wonderful day.